And, BAM, if you get the opportunity to go to BAM Jam, I would strongly recommend it just for the knowledge that you get. I mean, it was like, a fire hose in the face, really, when you think about it. It was. I mean, from Sean to Simon and what he offered. I mean, game-changing tactics and, advice that you're not going to get anywhere else at all. So I'll leave it at that.
Not a lot of people know you, Jay. So let's bring on you. Let's talk a little bit about your backstory and a little bit about what you're doing now and what you got up and coming, which is really exciting. And talk about BAM Jam as well. Go ahead, Jay.
Oh, yep. So my name's Jay Slamba. I'm from upstate New York, Buffalo, actually, out by Lake Ontario. I joined BAM back in March, thanks to Sean Hill, and then made the decision to move forward from a little help from a little guy named Nasos to Sosa. So I was in the last Sosa, and it was absolutely great. One of the things I just want to mention is that when I went to BAM Jam, meeting everyone in person made a huge difference. I just can't say the same thing Jonathan said. Every single person I met was just positivity. It was a great time. So, but one of the things that happened during BAM Jam was from Simon and Bree and Hal helped me out with the sales because I came from health and accident life insurance. So my sales process was completely different than what you guys do. So, but after some work, it went really, really well to where I'm actually moving on just to full time, resigning my position as an agent on July 6th. I'm done. It's already sent out. And I'm not to, where I want to be. But I'm very, very, very close to six figures just in the short few months doing both. Now that I can do this 24/7, I'm looking forward to Sosa where I can focus on just everything at once and no distractions. It's going to be a good time. And, BAM, if you get the opportunity to go to BAM Jam, I would strongly recommend it just for the knowledge that you get. It was like, a fire hose in the face, really, when you think about it. It was. I mean, from Sean to Simon and what he offered. I mean, game-changing tactics and, advice that you're not going to get anywhere else at all. So I'll leave it at that.
Awesome. So quick question for you. So who was like the one person that you met at BAM Jam that kind of like, impacted you the most? Obviously, Josh, myself, excluded, but one of the other band members maybe that you had a side conversation with, maybe you rubbed elbows with, maybe you had seen them on lives before, or maybe you had just seen them in the group. But was there one person that you could point to that you met and you were like, man, I'm glad I got to meet that person, and what you kind of felt and what some of your feedback was from just being with that one person?
I would have to say it would be Simon. Whoops, hang on a second. Simon, the first thing I got to admit, when I first met him, I walked up to him, put out my hand, and he looked up and then looked down at my name tag and was like, "Oh my God, you're fucking tall."
Yeah, but, I thought the same thing. I was like, wait a minute.
So it was like 6'13" before.
So we meet and I had a ton of questions for him, and we just rattled off, we just talked, you know what I mean, right off the bat about everything and Sosa and what we're doing now and the future and everything else. And he, Simon and Bree were a huge inspiration to me in Sosa, especially Simon, because he's got a little girl, he's busting his ass, both him and his wife are, to make this work and sacrificing the time for what their goal is for the future. I know what that's like. I have 3 kids. All my kids are older. I worked 3 jobs. I left in the morning before they got up, and I kissed them when they were sleeping at 8 or 9. So, I totally get what I'm on the stage. I get that. I was there. But no, he was the one, definitely. Talking to him was outstanding. And that course he came out with, If you all don't jump on that shit now, you're stupid.
Okay.
Sorry.